Ball League is on the air. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway here in London. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Well, how's that for an early scoreline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one into the hands of Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now a pause because we've got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to him. For Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the 1st quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball, though.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that...
And it's a fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 2nd and 5. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means great character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
Complete to number 33. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
19-yard line.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Monarchs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
McPherson now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and
3. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Left side, Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. Dancing away at the 35. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Rosas' kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. London about set to take over on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Monarchs are once again back in front. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
An extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Caught on a slant. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. Allen Robinson, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Tylan Wallace, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. The former Buckeye, Justin Fields, with a touchdown pass. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, on the other side, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because
he's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Monarchs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. And, of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
that part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll set up to throw. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They run the counter with Cook. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 6. And his throw is incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that last throw is going to put him over the top. Boy, did you think we'd ever see this? He's over 5,000 yards passing now in this, his rookie season in the NFL. Incredible.
Well, we have seen a trend of college quarterbacks who threw the ball well on Saturdays come right into the league and play well in the NFL. But this type of a number, I'm not sure we could have imagined it. We're watching something really special here.
They'll run with Cook. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. This just a 24-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. And he slides to avoid the hill. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the visitors getting the win there. So they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now Cook running right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
London about set to take over on offense. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. This offense so far on third down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man. It's Williams. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up the 1st down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He did it again. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 67 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to... And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. 3rd down. Here's a run. And the ball is knocked out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here's Cook again. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is Cook with the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 97 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the home team here, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.